Hello and welcome back to an entirely new team building episode. Today, we are jumping straight into the tier of the gods. We are jumping into the Ubers tier for our 10th episode. I felt like, as we've done 10 weeks of this now, we should do something a little bit different, spice it up a little bit, so we're going to see how this goes. I am not great at Ubers. This is not my best tier. So bear with me if I make mistakes. Feel free to correct them in the comment section down below if you think there's a better set I could be running, if there's a certain move I've missed that these legendaries learn that might be better than another, or just generally if you have a complete replacement to one of the Pokemon that I put in this team and you think, oh hey, that Pokemon is not great, then leave it in the comments. I will check it out and I may even edit it before the battles for this team go up tomorrow. So, I would like this team to be as great as possible. So if you have any suggestions, they will be greatly appreciated. But without further ado, we're going to jump straight into this Primal Groudon that this team is being based around today. Because, I mean, look at those stats. Do I need to say any more? I don't think I do. So, we're making this thing a setup a monster. This is the only thing that's set I will be running as is. I'm using this set no matter what because I really want to use it. So we're giving you Sword Stance. But we're also giving you Rock Polish. So if we can get both of these off, it's essentially like getting 2 Dragon Dances up, and that's really good. And then we will give you Earthquake for stab, and Fire Punch for stab. What I find weird is Groudon gets Fire Punch, it gets Thunder Punch, but it doesn't get Ice Punch. Why is that? I don't know. But we will make you a physical monster. Look at these stats, you are not prepared for that. Look at that 504 attack. Oh my god, after one Swords Dance you're going to be over 1,000 attack, that's insane. We'll max out your speed so we can get the most out of Rock Polish, because there's things like Mega Salamence that's going to be D-dancing on us, and that will not be fun. We'll put a little bit of points into your special defense because it's slightly lower, and that is a powerful Mega Groudon. Mega? Did I just say Mega? You're not Mega, you're Primal Groudon. Primal Groudon set. Primal Groudon is... oh, I've already clicked it to be shiny. Well, Ice Grab, okay. So, a Pokemon that would go incredibly well with Primal Groudon, as it only has one weakness, which is the ground type, which is actually incredible. We will give you a flying type counterpart with Lugia, who will also be shiny, because these legendaries look great shiny. So as we're making you defensive, we will give you leftovers. We will give you Calm Mind, because that will boost your special defense and your special attack, making you a little bit more threatening. We'll give you Roost, so that you can heal. And we'll give you both of your stab moves. We'll give you Aeroblast, because that's high crit ratio, which means we can get through other Pokemon that are setting up their defenses. And we will give you Psyshock, so we can hit people either specially or physically, depending on what is better, and we get both of our stab coverage. This seems like a very good set. I have used Lugia before. This set generally works out really well, so I feel pretty confident on that. So, we have no common weaknesses in this team. We generally don't need defensive Pokemon in this tier as much as you do in other tiers, because it really is just who can set up and win the game. So, we are going to be adding Darkrai to this team, because Darkrai is a monster. We can give you Focus Sash, so that you can always live a hit, which in this tier, we may actually need, because if something sets up on us too much, we could use the Focus Sash, we can stay alive, we can then proceed to Dark Void them, put them to sleep. Case closed. Your shiny makes you look slightly more purple, so yeah, we can do that. We'll give you Dark Void, as I just mentioned. The 80% accuracy is pretty damn good, actually, so we can definitely rock out with that. We can give you Dark Pulse for your stab move. We can give you Sludge Bomb for fairies. Unless you get anything better than that for fairies, we can give you Ice Beam. Ooh, Ice Beam could be really good because there's a lot of dragon types in this tier. Ice Beam is tempting me. Because at the moment we have Sludge Bomb pretty much just for Xerneas. Nah, instead we will go with... What move am I thinking of? Setup move, special attack. Nasty Plot, that's it. Wow, my brain just died. And we'll make you as fast as possible, Timid Nature, so that you outspeed as much as possible, and get that Dark Void off. Okay, that is good. Now, a Pokemon that I really want to use is Kyogre, but it feels very controversial to use Primal Groudon and then have a Kyogre on the same team. Ah, screw it, we're doing it. We're having a Choice Scarf Kyogre with Water Spout on the team, because I do know how much of a monster this thing is. In the rain, because of the ability, Stab, Water Spout, base 150. It's really powerful. We'll give you Surf for if we get injured and Water Spout is not as powerful anymore. We'll give you Thunder, because it always hits in the rain and it's just generally a good move to have. And we will give you Ice Beam to deal with Dragon Flying types. Once again, we're going to make you as fast as possible. That looks good. I like that set a lot, and we'll make you shiny because you turn a purpley pink. Okay. So far, I feel like I've made a lot of rash decisions about this team, which are just for generally strong Pokemon. So let's try and think this next one out a little bit. What would generally benefit the team? We have a double weakness to Electric, and that's the only common weakness we have. But we have an immunity to that in Solar, who is completely immune to Electric. Plus, Electric types consist of Zekrom, is the only Uber Electric type. So they'd have to come from a lower tier, such as Mega Manectric, but people just generally don't run that. Okay. I mean, we could pick up a Xerneas. The Xerneas is not my favourite Pokemon. We could pick up a Mega Mawile, because the Fairy type would honestly be pretty useful. But I am not feeling the Mega Mawile either, to be honest. I'm not feeling the Mega Mewtwo's, because we already have a Psychic type. I'm not feeling Mega Lucario, because I don't want a weakness to Ground or another weakness to Fighting. Dialga is just generally bulky, which makes me think about picking it up, but that's another ground weakness. I mean, Arceus can be any type, so we could pick up any type of Arceus, to be honest. Arceus, depending on how you say it. So I think we're going to just stick with a normal type Arceus. We'll give you a Citrus Berry. We'll obviously keep your ability, because it's the only ability you get. We'll make you shiny, because you become a nice golden colour. It looks kind of yellow, to be honest, but it's meant to be gold, I think. And we will give you Extreme Speed, Swords Dance. So this should be a very powerful set on its own. We'll give you Recover, if you can see what I'm trying to do here. I have no idea how well this is going to work. And we will give you Earthquake for Rock and Steel types. So that'll kill Aegislash. That'll remove any threats like Mega Aggron that are jumping up to this tier. They're not jumping up to this tier. But Dialga, that's also weak to Earthquake, that would resist Extreme Speed, so Earthquake seems like a good choice. The only issue with that is we do now get walled out by Mega Gengar. And Mega Gengar has Shadow Tag, so we wouldn't be able to swap out. That's a very good point. We may have to go... Do you get any physical dark moves? Dark Pulse and Dark Payback? I mean, heck, we could run Punishment. That could honestly work. I mean, we could run Payback and hope that we get attacked second, and that would allow us to deal with Mega Gengar. Dark hits Rock and Steel types for neutral damage. It seems like such a strange move to run, though. I mean, you do get Shadow Claw, but that's... Is that resisted by Steel? I'm not sure on the whole Ghost and Dark affecting Steel thing. I think they're neutral. I think we could just run Shadow Claw. I don't think we need a Dark move. I think Shadow Claw should be fine. Yeah, we can just run Shadow Claw. Okay, that seems good. We'll max out your defenses. Yep, that looks good. We'll make you physically defensive. And we'll put 4 points into your attack. It seems strange, this set, I know. But honestly, this way I feel like I get the most out of Recover, and I feel like we'll be taking hits best on both sides. We'll see about that. But we need something to round out the team. We do not have a Mega on this team. We have a double weakness to Fighting and a double weakness to Electric. So as long as it's not weak to Fighting or Electric, we should be fine. Preferably, if it resisted Fighting and Electric, it'd be great. So if we had like a Ground Ghost type? Is there a Ground Ghost type? I don't think there is. Marowak's Ghost. That's probably closest. Yeah, there's no Ground Ghost. There's Golurk. Oh, we could have a Golurk on the team. Bring it all the way up from NU. We could do that. We could, but we're not going to because that would be incredibly stupid. It just wouldn't be as competitively viable as other things that are weak to the Fighting Electric. So, well, my throat is rapidly drying out, so sorry about that. But I think we could go with a Mega Salamence. We would be doubling up on Ice weaknesses, which isn't the end of the world. Has generally good stats, base stat total of 700. Yep, I'm pretty convinced on this. We will give you Moxie. We'll give you Moxie. We'll be the Daredevil, and we will give you Dragon Dance. We will give you Outrage. Okay, I missed an R. That's how I spelled that wrong. We will give you... What should we give you for your Aerialate boost? Do we give you Double Edge and go for the most power possible? Do you go for Return? Return is base 102 power, and there's no recoil. That seems just generally like a good thing to do. So what would wall out Dragon and Normal? Steel. So I guess we give you Earthquake and we're good to go. Is there anything that doesn't hit at all? I don't think so. Okay, I think that's good. We'll obviously give you the standard set. We'll give... Ooh, do we want to give you max attack before speed? Nah, I'm going for more speed. I'm not taking any risks. I'm gonna make sure you outspeed. That seems good. So, we just have our naming to go. We have Patters over here. There's no bracket in his name. How did I do that? We have the Leviathan of the Sea, Kyogre. So your name is going to be Levy. Arceus, you need a name that strikes fear into the hearts of your enemies. You need a name that shouts, "I am God," straight into their spine and makes them shiver with fear as you approach. And a name that can do that is Ted. Oh yeah, it's Ted. Don't doubt me. Ignore that voice crack. Professional. Salamence Mega. I do not have a name for you. I mean, the rest have just... the other three I just kind of made up exactly on the spot. Salamence. What would I name Mega Salamence? Wasn't it Zinnia that had the Mega Salamence in Oris? Do we name you Zinnia? She did have a Mega Salamence, right? I think so. We'll name you Zinnia. And Lugia. What is pink and sleeps at the bottom of the sea? I'm just going with a completely random name that I just have stuck in my head. You're being called Kyo. Okay. So that is our team. I will just quickly double check that I have remembered to put EV spreads on everything. I have put 4 moves on everything. Okay. This looks like a very powerful team. Obviously, as I said before at the start of the episode, if you have any suggestions for this team that you would want to slightly change, something as simple as not running Thunder on Kyogre because there's a better move, or something like that. Not running Recover because I could get a better move. I don't know. I don't play this tier. But make sure you are subscribed for the battles tomorrow when I use this team and very possibly tragically fail. So without further ado, bye!